All right, bud.
Alrighty, I do my presentation on the NFL and the Steelers. What's my favorite team? Pittsburgh Steelers. I have 11 jerseys total.
Oh my God.
And I have a total of 35 t-shirts and varsity shirts and jerseys combined. I got into football late 2010 season, so 2011 was my first full season, and so 2019 season will be my 10th season in counting football. My favorite memory as a fan would probably be the 2015 wildcard game between the Steelers and Bengals. Bengals had a lead within the 2-minute warning, and they completely choked away the game, and we came back and won. So, pretty good win.
All right, what was your least favorite moment as a fan?
Oh my. Week 15, 2017, Steelers Patriots 125 kickoff. We should have won the game. We caught a touchdown, but the ref said it wasn't a touchdown, and suddenly lost the game, and that essentially ended our season. So that was a lot of fun.
Stretching out. He doesn't need to stretch out. Just make sure you catch it.
I mean, it's only a decision that might be the difference between hosting the AFC Championship game or not. Who knows?
After reviewing the play, the receiver in the end zone did not survive the ground.
Oh, are you kidding me right now? How the f is that not a catch?
Okay, so how does the NFL work? Like, I think everybody here has probably seen an NFL game in some capacity in their life, even if it's just the Super Bowl and such, but the basics, essentially there's 32 teams, they divide 16 teams in each conference, the AFC and the NFC, the American Football Conference and the National Football Conference. There's 4 divisions in each conference, so 8 divisions of 4 is 32 teams. Then the playoffs, the 4 division winners make it. There's 2 wild card teams in each conference, so 12 teams make the playoffs. There's an 11-game, 12-team bracket, and then the Super Bowl is the AFC victor versus the NFC victor. They play each other. There's been 53 Super Bowls since the Super Bowl era of the NFL, which started 1966, I believe. And the Steelers and the Patriots each have 6 Super Bowl titles to their name, and there are 12 teams that have never won a Super Bowl. Who is it for? Sports-minded people. I obviously don't play football, but I still have a love of the game. So anybody who's like sports inclined could potentially like it. And I say non-passive because I've seen a lot of people who will say, oh, I don't like football because it's too violent or something. So if you don't like the big hits and such, then even though they're kind of wussifying the league nowadays with the new safety rules and such anyway. This is kind of like the rugby video we watched. It's the same song. You guys watch a little bit of it.
Just click on the watch.
This one's big right here.
Oh my. Like, Jesus, that reward better be it. Right, Emily. Oh.
No.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay, so my team, quite obviously, is the Steelers. You don't have to know me well. I wear the jacket basically every day. As in the video, I've got like 35 shirts and such, and I saw some shots in my room. I have an unhealthy amount of knowledge and such about Steelers. I can tell you the score of any Steelers game dating back to 2012 in any week. These are terrible towels. So a lot of teams and a lot of sports have like rally towels that wave at the game, and the Steelers were kind of the first team to do it. It's called the Terrible Towel. I have 8 of them. I'm a true Steelers fan. At any Steelers game at Heinz Field, which is the name of our stadium, you'll see the towels waving. 6 rings, 6 Lombardis. Up until February 3rd of this year when the Patriots got their 6, we were the only franchise to ever have 6. We got our 6 in 2008 against the Cardinals. So we were the first team to do it, but we got to get to 7 now to pass the Patriots. And I got into Steelers like late 2010 season, so like I said, this will be my 10th year in counting, and 2019 season. But I don't like having any family from Pittsburgh or anything. I've been to Pittsburgh once, and that was to see a Steelers game. I only got into them because my grandpa gave me a Steelers football, like a little Steelers football when I was a kid, and he's a Colts fan, so I don't know why he gave me that. But I didn't really care about it at the time, but then I started getting into football, and I had the little Steelers football, so it kind of just grew into an addiction from there. Best memories, I'll try to keep this short. The wild card game with the Bengals, they had every chance to win the game. They got an interception on our backup quarterback within 2 minutes, and so there was like no hope, but then they fumbled it, and there was a bizarre sequence of events that led to us winning that game, so that was my favorite win of all time. Christmas Day 2016, there's a short clip there of it, so like minute long.
Roethlisberger looks, crosser, Brown, he caught it, fires to the goal line, breaks the plane, touchdown Pittsburgh! That might win them the division! Great drive. Well executed. If he doesn't reach with the ball, the clock may run out. The reach with the football at the end of the run gets him across the goal line. Wow. If not, the clock is running with 9 seconds left.
So yeah, Christmas would have been ruined if that play doesn't happen. Then this year, Ryan Shazier was, still technically is, one of our linebackers, but he made look like a basic tackle, and he screwed up his spine, and he's not paralyzed, but he may never play football again. And that was also a big comeback one, so that was kind of an emotional win. Then this year, it was kind of sweet revenge for the worst loss. It was the one in my ad, the Patriots one, which will be on the next slide. I don't really want to talk about these. They said that wasn't a catch. They said that was pass interference, and we lost both games. And then it's not a push. Anyway, so yeah, those were not some fun moments as a fan. A personal experience: I've been to 2 Steelers games. They've lost both of them. This was 2013. We kind of sucked that year. At Oakland, we lost 21-18. And then 2015. Ben Roethlisberger, our quarterback, got injured a week before the game. It was a Thursday night game, so I had to miss like 3 days of school. It was against the Ravens, which is like the best rivalry in the NFL. But so Michael Vick was our quarterback, and he played well enough. But we had a backup kicker too, who missed 2 chip shot kicks, and then game went to overtime and we lost. And then this is not my video, but this is kind of the environment at Heinz Field, and the song "Renegade" by Stripes.
You want it, you got it.
excited about the NFL. Somebody actually stole his money to the league this year. I got third place this year. This is more. This is more for people who are like more about like the stats and stuff, or like the analytics of football. There's a lot of people who will just watch football just to follow their fantasy team. That's not why I watch, but I do a fantasy team. Nick Chubb, Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Drew Brees are some of my stars in my team this year. Upcoming events for the NFL, free agency is in 2 weeks from today, March 13th. That's when the new league year starts officially, and players have expiring contracts, a lot of trades, players changing teams. It's an exciting time. And then the draft is April 25th. That's obviously drafting college players into the NFL, so that's usually a really fun night too. I think that's the end, and then you go to my website, there's a link to a Kahoot.
Hey, Packers. And then,
Hey, Michael.
That was the Bears game. Yeah.
What was the score?
23-17.
everyone just put Packers.
Tech day. Oh my god, that's not old school.
Alright, these questions are like really easy, so most people should be able to get them, especially the first one.
I don't even know.
Like I was, you know what? Just go Steelers. Default to Steelers. Just default to Steelers.
Lions.
The Lions have never won Buccaneers.
John Elway.
Robert.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't pick Tom Brady. Are you kidding? Everybody but Tom Brady.
I'm pretty sure Brady's still better than RG3.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know this. I literally don't know anything about football. I've played it, that's about it.
Yeah, same. I have no clue.
Dude, you should have done a Kahoot on wrestling. Oh, Dolphins. I know that.
I'm gonna go Steelers.
I know that. I know the city.
No.
I'm not good at this.
Oh. What? This is loading. I do not like
Steelers suck.
I mean, they do.
I don't know.
The Bills.
I'm honestly gonna go with Bills.
Yeah, all I
show the picture of it. No.
Yes. 90, 91, 92, 93, they lost 4 in a row, never won.
Broncos.
Oh, wait, negative. You know what? I'm just gonna default to Steelers.
Yeah, same.
Just everyone just default to Steelers.
I said Steelers. How you're wrong?
The Immaculate Reception.
Oh.
No, back
Mark Sanchez. The Minneapolis here.
Say nobody knows what.
How can I do the math and reception with Franco Harris?
Well,
Well,
I mean, I'm aware of that.
No, that's no, I'm so wrong.
He passes probably my worst year.
I don't even know what I was gonna say. I thought, who is this famous player? It's just some random dude. Yeah, it's just some random
prime time.
Of course, it's Beyonce.
I got four in my thing.
Alabama has 44 players. LSU has 40, but the rosters are quite
Who's Steelers suck?
This year? Whose Steelers suck?
Jackson.
I did because he's. And
Jackson always sings.
that's basically it. Yeah.
Alright, here's Franco.